Hey guys, welcome back. How's everyone doing? How was your week? Did everyone post a picture of your current beverage in the Premier Beers channel on the Discord? If not, now's your chance. Get it in there. Premier people in general, again, thanks for being here. Let's get a little emote spam going. And there's lots of J-boys that you can make use of. I suggest you do so if you got that sweet channel membership. All right, so anyone that couldn't make it to the premiere, totally understand if you can't. I know that the time zone doesn't exactly work for everyone, but doing my best to accommodate. I know the Germans are always staying up late watching this. Germans from the Discord. Later, watchers. I still love you. I still love you anyway. T-shirts, stickers. All right, last call for these bad boys. Well, not really last call. Last-ish call for T-shirts and stickers. These are special order. Special order them before they're gone. Never to be seen again. Fill out the form at the bottom of rattlepokemon.com. If you just want stickers, you can buy them on eBay. Link below while they last. For the people who have registered for the shirts and or stickers, the PayPal payment requests are being sent out now. All payments need to be made by next weekend. That's it. Then they're gone. Tonight we're going to be tuning into the news again. And after that, we're going to take a look at BBCE, who has apparently been duped once again. Who would have guessed? Time for a quick weekly recap before we get into the news. We had the usual and now probably ongoing openings with the Juniper Premium collections, which I'm determined to prove are good products. There with Billy and Rubik's Pokemon and Poke-Chloe. They're doubters, but we'll see what happens in that series. We had some Lost Abyss booster box openings, including one that came out today. We had 3 of those. Test my luck in the Japanese Pokemon card ring. See how that works out for me. Pretty decent. We had the Kurosaki Pokemon card artist spotlight. I know a lot of you guys like those. Definitely one of my favorite artists, at least when it comes to the trainer cards especially. We had some more Evolving Skies with Adam, the Evolving Skies lover, of course, in on that. We had a couple days of me eating McDonald's and I still want to die because of it. I'm still sweating Happy Meals at this point in time, but thankfully we pulled the entire set. We're good. I don't need to eat McDonald's until the next set comes out. Then, last but not least on the page here, we had the either $100,000 slab or $100,000 slabs. It was a tongue twister and a half. Thought that was a very interesting thread, and it made me think at least a little bit on what I would pick, and I'm sure a lot of other people who have less specific collecting goals probably would have an even harder time deciding. So there's always that. All right, news time, guys. Without further ado, channel 68. Just kidding. We're gonna hit the plus as well. There we go. Hey guys, welcome back to the news. It's me, your host, Rattel from Channel 69. And yes, my collar is popped. There's reason to celebrate. The network has given me a bonus in the form of new chisel tip Sharpie permanent markers. I think that's a reason for celebration, don't you? All right, without further ado, let's get into the disclaimer so we can get the show on the road. Warning! If you have more feelings than gym badges, you're not going to want to watch this one. Your Pokemon don't want to listen to you, and neither do we. See ya! Let's check in on Pokestorm. It seems they still haven't figured out that Ali thumbnails always get more views. Surprise, surprise. On a side note, Cameron also seems to have the Atom Curse in packed battles. This is pretty cool. It looks like Leonhardt did the Rattle Challenge and ate Happy Meals to complete the entire set. What's that? He just bought the packs and opened them until he got all of them? What a Chloe, please, no, step away from the mystery garbage. Alright, what is Smash Cafe up to? Oh no, not these things. These seem to be everywhere at the moment. These are like the MJ holding equivalent to the temporary grading companies selling mystery slabs. You're almost always going to get a $2 ultra rare in a plastic case. It's still worth $2. My apologies, even though they will let on there is some sort of value in the gradedness of it. So all we gotta do, hover over this bad boy. Oh look, oh my god, $2. Sweet doo-doo daddy. What a waste of money. Let me get this straight. It took Frosted Caribou more than a month to open her Pokemon Go box from the Pokemon Company. Let me guess. We're gonna blame this on the no longer existent shortage. Are you done? Yes. Oh, great. More mystery garbage. I guess while we're here, can anyone tell me if Marie is Nate's sister or wife? Maybe both? Speaking of sister wives, when is SM Pratt going to bring his back? Randolph is making way too much sense here. It's probably a bad idea to be buying special delivery Charizards when the codes are still being given out. Not to mention the fact that people seem to have already forgotten about it, as the Ultra Premium Collection with Charizard has been announced. So they're all onto the new thing, and there's more to come. Graded cards of the week. All right, let's go with something a little bit different this week. We're gonna take a look at the oopsie doopsie halachoopsies that happened at PSA. At least a few of them that have popped up that I managed to save into my folder of oopsies. For everyone that is like, oh, I only grade my cards for the protection so that they don't get lost, they don't get damaged. Here's a few examples of why that is not the case. Pun intended. Starting off here, we have the PSA damaged a 7 to a supposed 7. It wasn't graded yet, but they made a 7 into a 6, and now they want to refund the difference. We get the old, I am contacting you in regards to the above submission, which we are working on getting back to you. Unfortunately, one of your items incurred damage during the sealing process, and we sincerely apologize for our error. Following there are the details. So they managed to pinchy-winchy it. I guess maybe it did have the grade at this point, because they were going to put it in the capsule. Those precious capsules that are going to keep everything safe, guys. Don't worry. Next up, number 2, we have the another damaged card email. Hello, I am emailing you regarding one of your PSA submissions, which we are working on getting back to you. Unfortunately, one of your items has incurred damage during our sealing process, and we sincerely apologize for the situation. It's weird. It seems like they're pinching a lot of cards. As per our policy, we would like to credit the declared value of the card towards this order, as well as the refund of the respective grading fee of $10 for a total credit of $60. That is pretty sucky. All right. Next up, last up. This one is interesting here. So we have, we are reaching out to you regarding the above submission, which is nearly complete and ready to ship. Unfortunately, one of your items has been misplaced, and we are unable to ship it to you with this order. For this reason, we are so sorry. The details on the item are as follows. Cert number, description, declared value. We are unable to grade the item as it was significantly undersized according to factory specifications, and you will not be charged for the grading fee of $150. So we have a $50 declared value, $150 grading fee. So clearly your expectation is to have something that's worth more than $150 on the way out. It's undersized, but they also lost it. So they found out it was undersized and then they decided to lose it. Is there any way to show that it's undersized at that point in time? Since at this time we are unable to locate the item, we would like to credit this order for the total declared value of the item, $50. This is our temporary resolution. However, if we cannot locate the item in our facility and return to you, it will become permanent. We apologize for the situation and we ask for your understanding and agreement so we can return the other cards, I guess. So this is weird. Can you imagine, like, you send a card in, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, it was altered, but we can't find it. So here's the declared value, which is much less. It's a third of the grading fee. I mean, you get the grading fee back too, but at the same time, that's a little weird. I mean, if you're gonna say something is trimmed, make sure you don't lose it. Cardinal Gaming, once again, providing extremely useful information. It's a shame that people don't want to hear it and will instead watch a top 10 from some stonk dogger that tells them which Elite Trainer box they should stick up their butt. Danny's Oprah thumbnail is giving me the heebie-jeebies, the flashbacks, and the hard Fahim vibes. Oh, remember that dirty fake giveaway, son of a risk on Kanto power boxes? I'm afraid you do not want to know how many Blasty, Miles, and Dan opened when they were likely more expensive. Why are you baiting 2022 McDonald's packs with the 25th anniversary ones? You do know that the 2022 packs are very available, right? Seems Pokenomics has given us the 5 keys to investing in Pokemon and pop culture cards. Well, let me give you 5 here real quick. Number 1, have a lot of disposable income. Number 2, be able to sit on stuff that doesn't go up in value, because it doesn't always go up in value. Number 3, don't spend it on new, likely temporary games. Number 4, make sure it's something you are interested in. Number 5, double check that it isn't MetaZoo or VFriends. Is it a coincidence that these two PokeVault videos are next to each other? I think not. A Vault members pack battle is definitely a how not to invest. I don't know who needs to hear this. Clearly not you extremely intelligent Channel 69 viewers. But for the most part, almost always, do not open Pokemon cards with the sole intention of making money. My notes here tell me that we have a clip of Unlisted Leaf pretending to be excited about pulling a Kingler V from Brilliant Stars. Run it.
I think I got something. It's literally, it was a black border code. What is it? There's something in the back. What is it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. No way we pulled a Kingler V out of Brilliant Stars. Yo, that could have been in the giveaway pile.
Rusty put out this video titled CGC graded my error Pokemon cards. Of course they did. We've seen them slap error labels on everything, including cards that clearly aren't errors. Open mouth thumbnail of the week. Alright, let's check out our contestants. Number 1, Leonhard, who is taking it from behind from a Charizard who also has an open mouth. Interesting. Number 2, we have Max VMAX Plays. I thought he was reusing thumbnail images, but pretty sure he is just extremely consistent with his open mouth pose that he does right here. Number 3, Pokerev. Number 4, we have Dr. Applesauce 2. He's got the sky, the red arrow, the big ass open mouth, early product. It's everything included in the PokeTuber starter kit. Make sure you guys vote in the poll, in the chat, and in the comment section. The options, once again, number 1, Leonhardt with his buddy Charizard. Wink. Max VMAX Plays. Pokerev. And Dr. Applesauce 2. How's Dirium's Pokemon doing? It seems they only lost $105 on the latest Evolving Skies profit or loss. Trying their best, but still unable to match Liquid Marketplace in the most effective way to delete money. So speaking of Liquid Marketplace, what happened to that traditional box break that they were going to do? Didn't they? Was it them that said people were excited for it? I don't see anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume they couldn't sell the packs. LOL. One day I hope to live in a world where I don't have to tell people that there is no difference. Tenka X, you would think someone who spends so much time in the Discord would know better than to order Poke Power boxes. My only explanation here is that maybe the Mimikyu hat is a few sizes too small. What I really want to know here is, why do you have a square thumbnail for a YouTube live? Going to assume the Battle Royale was added in the title just to trick Fortnite kids into watching. Billy and Rubik's. Clearly, this video should be called Struggling to Find a Beach and Inflate a Paddleboard just to pull a non-hollow rare on it. Trainer Trey is seemingly the only Pokemon enthusiast covered in tattoos that isn't a whatnot streamer. It seems Gary has been avoiding making videos or uploading videos, so he can't get roasted here on Channel 69. That's it for the news. This has been Channel 69's Ratel. See ya. Hey guys, welcome back from the news. You guys remember BBCE, the baseball card exchange? That's right, Steve Hart here in the Burgundy, the guy who authenticated the fake first edition base Pokemon case. Yep, the we all got duped agreed guy. That's the guy we're talking about here. The guy who authenticated the cardboard case of boxes in around 30 minutes. Same guy who didn't know what the set was. Same guy who wouldn't authenticate a single box outside of a case. The tape guru who didn't even match the stop tape to that era. That's him. That's who we're dealing with. That's who we're looking back on today. That's who is coming up again. Why is he coming up again? Stay tuned and find out. So, I guess, is anyone surprised that we have another big oopsie doopsie from BBCE? I know some people brushed it off, the whole fake case thing, as him only knowing sealed sports product. Important to note that he was no longer supposed to be grading Pokemon booster packs for PSA. He was grading them for PSA. I know. Surprise, surprise. But he would continue with PSA for the sports end of things. Is that a good idea? Not in my opinion, but you know what? It's sometimes you just gotta take whoever claims that they know what they're doing. So let's I guess we'll continue as usual. Whatever, right? It'll be all right. Well, seems not. Okay, so we're going to look back at episode 14 of the Logan Paul fake case. This is pretty important and pretty funny that this is coming up, because this is where we find the box in question, the new box in question, the now oopsie doopsie sports card mistake that is seemingly a mistake, maybe not a mistake. So Triple Double made a video with Steve about an extremely sketchy reassembled box of 86-87 Fleer basketball cards. You know, the one with the Michael Jordan rookie card. It's been a few months, so we're going to watch some clips from that episode as a refresher. Keep in mind, BBCE authenticated the box. The packs that were added through PSA, I guess they cracked PSA packs to put into the box to replace the packs that were sketchy, But this whole conversation is just all around ridiculous. But here's the highlights of that, and then we'll get into what happened. What happened with this box? Where did it end up, and why does it look even worse at this point in time?
We had the one pack that had, I'll say, popped open, and the only reason I say it popped open is because if it wasn't something that had, if it was something that had been searched, I don't think they would have left that Jordan sticker.
Nope. Your one pack that had popped open, it was only one side of the flap that had come open.
Oh.
And the inner, I call it the inner guts of the wrapper, were still sealed the way they should be. So the second underneath flap had not come open.
Yeah.
But the original flap had come open enough that I couldn't include that pack in the box. That's why we needed to come up with another pack to put in there.
And it sounds like regardless, when you run into a situation this,
maybe it's just me, but if something like barely popped or like just came open a little bit, I think I'd still rather have all the packs that were from the box. I get that it's not really something that you can 100% guarantee, but it's still weird that you're purposely altering the contents or the pack contents of the box, like swapping out a pack because something came open a little bit.
something has popped open from its seal, you've got to replace it.
Yes, especially when it had, you know, there's a few certain boxes out there where we'll let a few slide. Now first of all, they can only barely be popped to the point where like they just come unattached. So
apparently there's a certain degree of flappiness that you can make exceptions to the rule. I think if it's just not full flapped open, you probably just leave it be.
That there's always going to be a pack or two where the back has slightly popped, and we'll let a couple of those slide. In your instance, it had popped and kind of been pushed back enough to the point where we just couldn't include it.
So 2 problem packs. First problem pack naturally popping open. Maybe someone did a little peeky weeky. And second one, someone just full on committed resealage. Very weird here at the end of this clip that we're about to watch that Steve doesn't know or can't say exactly how or why it was resealed. Just that it was some sort of reseal. You would think that you would know if they used glue or heat or whatever. Otherwise, how do you even know that it was resealed? Do you just forget?
That one sounded like somebody actually broken the seal and maybe gone into it, or what did you?
No, I don't think they did. I think maybe they peeled it back enough to see it was Michael Jordan's sticker, and then put it back into the box, but didn't compromise it or take the card out.
So what about the other pack that was?
There was one pack in there that had been tampered with and reheated and re-glued in some way. I had an 86 Fleer box come in once, like yours, and every pack had Scotch tape on the back, holding the pack together. Now, I told him, he's like, I did that back in 1986 because, I worried that maybe in 30 years they would pop open. And I said, well, that's great. I can't authenticate it because in this case, the appearance is even worse than the actuality. Somebody's going to open that box and say, what the hell is Steve doing? He has no idea what he's doing anymore.
I feel like I'd be doing everyone a disservice if I didn't make a little joke here about Tao. He should have just verified the tape. Triple Double asks Steve what he has to disclose or what he should disclose, what's ethical. Let's take a listen to his question.
Given that I have a box that has been built, but obviously authenticated, which is great, and I'm super excited, given all the things that probably happen with these boxes. But I have those 2 packs, and we know that one has a Jordan sticker on the back, and the other one has the Kareem sticker on the back.
Right.
Is there any reason that I wouldn't tie that back into this box? Because it sounds like from a disclosure standpoint, I'm going to need to tell everybody everything you know already. So maybe that's my first question. From a disclosure standpoint, what is the right thing to do when I go to sell this?
All right, Steve, this is it. He's putting the ball on the tee for you. All you have to do is swing. Just give us a nice, ethical, 100% honest, disclose everything about it.
Like the letter that I wrote for that box. Yeah.
Man, I thought the sticker was bad and the wrap was bad, but this takes the cake. This looks like something that I would have pieced together when I was in grade 3. We have an 8x10 piece of paper. It looks like he's shorted the logo using like notepad, and he just laminated. Like, what are your customers doing with these certificates that you need to laminate them? Are they beating off all over them? Like, do they need to be able to wash them down or hose them down afterwards? Like, how in the world can you think this looks even remotely professional?
I call it a 36-pack box, which among the industry means that it's a partially built box. Like I said, those aren't the original 36 packs in that box that Fleer put in that box. Most of them probably are, but a few of them came from different locations to make it full.
So I don't know if it's Steve calls it or the industry calls it. He kind of like flips back and forth here. I would think that you would call it a built box instead of just hoping someone assumes that your 36-pack box means that some of them were swappy-doppy. Maybe a little bit dishonest to newbies. And or if that, maybe that's not even a real thing. You call it a 36-pack box, but you kind of leave out the most important part, that it's not the original 36 packs. Like, that would never fly in Pokemon. But yeah.
That's all you need to disclose, because that's what it is. It is 36 packs that are untampered with. I've already mentioned it's not the original 36 packs, so we've already given out the details. The fact that there was a pack in there I didn't like and a pack in there that was open has been rectified.
Mm-hmm.
So this was put here by Triple Double on the screen, which says, I ended up having to buy 2 PSA graded 8 packs from BBCE. They then cracked a case of each and put them in the box. So how did BBCE grade those themselves and have them sent back to themselves to grade? Or did they buy them from someone? In which case, they still made money for authenticating the packs, and now we're making money selling the authenticated packs that they're cracking out of the slab to put in your box to replace the packs that probably should have just stayed in there. I mean, there's the second pack. It sounds like the second pack was tampered with, but he can't even tell you how it was tampered with, how it was resealed. He mentions glue. He mentions reheat. Did either of those actually happen? I'm hoping that he at least showed you. It looks like Triple Double still has the packs themselves, so it would be interesting to know if there was actually any sign of tampering or if it was just open a little bit. We've seen already with Rusty, TCA, he had a bunch of packs that he sent for grading with PSA. They went to Steve, they got opened, and they got returned to Rusty. And only after he contacted them multiple times, and I gave them shit about it as well, that he got it resolved. But like, what is he doing with the packs? Is it just like, maybe it's him opening them? Maybe he's diddling them enough that they come open, and then he gets to sell 2 PSA graded 8 packs that he cracks out, and man, too many fingers in one butthole.
And people will say, well, if there's 34 good packs in there and 2 resealed ones, and we take the 2 resealed ones out and replace it with 2 good ones, is that right? Is that morally ethical to do that? Well, the reason we finally decided it is because people do that and ship it to me, and I have no way of telling.
Now, I don't know if that's something that you should necessarily be excited or proud about. It seems like you find that pretty enjoyable. But I don't. Is that like a free pass to you can modify anything you want? Because if you can't tell or people can't tell, then what difference does it make? It's terrible, terrible logic. I don't know. I don't like any of it. I think maybe just have the packs as packs if they're not a complete box of packs, and call it a day.
And are there some good auction houses that you think are especially reputable that you would recommend?
Oh yeah, there's a handful of them. Golden auctions.
I was recently alerted to the situation at hand, first by Card Porn, who made a post on Instagram regarding the recent series or videos that have been put out by Sports Card Radio. I'll have a link to them in the description. I suggest you guys take a look at these videos in full. We're going to cover the details. I'm going to show some clips from that. But yeah, this is wild. This is absolutely wild. It seems like a reoccurring thing here. People are getting duped every single direction. It always kind of blows my mind that in these companies, whatnot, whoever else, Liquid Marketplace, they end up with very little interaction on their posts of very expensive items and exciting things. Like if you're saying you're doing the biggest giveaway ever, but then you have like 5 comments, 6, 7 comments here. Weird, all around weird. Obviously not working for you. Maybe you gotta go in a different direction there. But here's the post. Here's where the Whatnot is doing the giveaway on the box. We can match up the seal on it. The baseball card exchange players are going to be in the same spot. They're going to be stretched the same way. This is the box in question. This is the one that we're looking at, and this is the one that we're going to follow the trail on. Here we'll take a look at Sports Card Radio, who links it to the box that was sold through Golden. Again, very easy to do so when everything is serialized, no matter if it's a crappy printout that's done by BBCE and some shrinky-dinky wrap. You're probably not replicating that stuff, so.
The back, so let's roll this clip right now.
Here's this box here. If you ever see one of these, this is the one we'll be opening packs from. 86 Fleer, and you know who we're looking for, and not just Jordan, but many other really big players there.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right here, and you can see on the back of this box, 86-87 Fleer box, that was supposedly the one given away, it says X0851 sticker on it. And now I want to take you over to Kenny Golden's website, and it appears that this box with the same sticker on it, X0851, sold on June 25th for $168,000. I also want to add that in the Golden description, Steve Hart, the owner of BBCE, the person who authenticated this box, says the outer box was white and clean, box was beautiful, packs were nice too. He continues, these 36 packs are untampered and legit. So, hey, it's one thing if you can't authenticate a first edition Pokemon box.
We all got duped. Agreed?
So also weird, why didn't it come with that that laminated sheet that kind of would have explained more details? Maybe it should have came with a better description. Maybe it should have came with a link to the video where Steve explains that, hey, this box is reassembled. I changed 2 packs out. They were questionable. Apparently they were all questionable, as we'll see, but all right, so Sports Card Radio has a clip here. We're going to see the cards coming out in alphabetical order, or I guess reverse alphabetical order. It's weird. It's like someone probably had sets of these cards in alphabetical or numerical order and replaced the cards from the packs without shuffling them in any way. So let's take a little look at this.
Johnson. Magic Johnson. I think that right there would already beat anything my man Jeff would have pulled. Frank Johnson. These might be my long lost cousins. Eddie Johnson. The whole Johnson family here. Dennis Johnson.
And here's your boy, Pac-Man, doing the exact same thing.
Steve Johnson. Another Johnson. Another Johnson. So nice you got him thrice. Magic Johnson. 4 bro, what? And Patrick Ewing. All right.
And here's your boy, Bless, opening a pack with a Jordan card where all the cards are actually in alphabetical order.
One of the best Knicks ever.
It's coming. It's coming.
No,
Keep it. Come on.
no.
Come on. Come on, Dustin. Come on.
Stop it!
Stop it.
No, come on.
I need more energy from the
People know the
card might
correlation.
come. Get the energy
We
up
know
in
the
building.
correlation. They know.
Get the energy in the room.
No,
Come on.
they know it's coming, Reed.
Is it coming?
They know the
Come on.
trigger. It's coming.
Come on.
We're sweating. We're sweating. No! Michael Jordan!
Oh my God, my ears. All right, so this is not supposed to happen. Clearly, they should all know. We've already seen Card Collector 2 got himself into a little bit of trouble with the Marks cards thing, where he was submitting through. They were submitting through each other, and then he got tied up in the bankruptcy oopsie doopsie that was Marks cards. We had, what are this, like backyard breakers or whatever, that apparently they ran off with a card or something that they pulled on stream. This is all kinds of sketchy. When you got these influencers who already kind of found themselves in trouble mixing dicks with whatnot, I don't know. It's probably a recipe for disaster. Then you toss BBCE in there. You put some baseball wrap over top of it, and Golden gives it a little slap on the ass out the door. I don't. What do you guys expect here? Like, how are people not seeing this yet? Do you not see what's going on? The whole thing is a mess. It's a whole bunch of messy dick people messing each other's dicks up. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. And how did they think that this was just gonna fly with everyone? Clearly, people are gonna catch on. Thanks to Sports Card Radio. Can't thank them enough for assembling this, for catching on to this, because as a non-sports enthusiast, it's not really something that I'm going to catch on to, especially, the people at Blowout, a lot of them will catch on to this stuff, but at least somebody is making it public. We got Between Card Porn, Sports Card Radio. I think they're doing a pretty good job here, and hopefully people see this for what it is. Okay, so for anyone that's wondering, yes, there were Jordan cards, but they all graded extremely low. The thing with that is that they graded low enough that someone could have easily swapped them out and still made a lot of money. Someone that's going to put cards back in there in alphabetical order maybe didn't understand the order that they were supposed to come out in, didn't take the time to do that, didn't think someone would realize if they did open it. I want to know, when do you guys think the cards were swapped out? It basically could have been any point prior to the BBCE wrap, which didn't change over time. I don't think anyone replicated that. And how did or will the contents of the two swapped out packs that Triple Double had turn out? I think we need to take a look at those. Were those also in alphabetical order? And then if the two packs that were added to the box by Steve were also in reverse alphabetical order rather than the proper order, what does that tell us? Have a good night. Bye.